Reds hosting the Cubs, and the Cubs are minus 130 on the money line. The Reds are plus 110. The over-under is 9 runs. The Cubs laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 118, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by 2, while the Reds getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 140, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win, or if they were to only lose by 1, you would win. Now, Wesneski pitched twice against the Reds last year. The Cubs were 1-1 in his 2 appearances. 5 innings, no runs, no earned. They won that game 9-3. That was in Chicago. 6 innings, 2 runs, 1 earned. They lost that game 3-1, and that was in Cincinnati. Now, Sessa pitched 6 times against the Cubs last year. 4 of those games were in relief, and then the last 2 games he pitched against them were actual outings and starts, but he was 2-4, or the Reds were 2-4 in the games in which he appeared in. He went 1/3 of an inning, 1 run, 1 earned. They lost that game 7-4. 1 inning, 2 runs, 2 earned. They lost that game 11-4. 1 inning, 2 runs, 2 earned. They lost that game 8-3 in Chicago. 1 inning, no runs, no earned. They lost that game 7-2, and that was in Cincinnati. Now that ends all of his relief outings. Then we get 5 2/3, 2 runs, 2 earned. They won that game 4-3, and that was in Chicago. 5 innings, 1 run, 1 earned. They won that game 3-2. And that was in Cincinnati. So the games that he actually started, they beat the Cubs. The games that he showed up in relief, not so much. Head-to-head, the home team is 7-3. The Cubs are 6-4 against the Reds in their last 10. The favorite is 6-4 on the money line. The favorite or the underdog getting or laying runs on the run line is 5-5. The over has hit in their last 2 games. The over is 5-4-1, and the under 9 is 6-3-1. There have been 4 one-run games in their last 10 meetings, including the game that they played against each other last night, where the Reds won 7-6. The game before that, the Cubs won 15-2. The game before that, the Reds won 3-2. The game before that, the Reds won 3-1. Now, in their last handful of games to start off this season, the Cubs are they are 1-3 so far this year. We've had 4 runs, 14 runs, and 13 runs. The Cubs have scored 6, 5, 1, and 4 in the games in which they've played this year. For the Reds, they are 3-1, and we've had 9 runs, 8 runs, 4 runs, and 13 runs. They've scored 7, 3, 6, and 4 in their last handful of games that they've played this year. When Sessa pitched against the Cubs as a starter, they won. I like the home underdog in this situation. I'm going to take the Reds with the money line. I'm going to take the Reds getting the runs, and I'm going to go over in this game. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.